Guys, we're going to talk about flashlights today, and we're going to talk about a really high quality flashlight, and this is by Jetbeam, and it is the RRT-0 S2. Now this is an upgrade from their R5 version, and this is a very popular flashlight, and in fact I got this from goinggear.com. It's one of their most popular flashlights, which Going Gear has 450 different flashlights available. It comes in a nice box. It has a magnetized lid. Of course, it has instructions. This does have the original R5 owner's manual in it, and then it has a the registration card here, a warranty card that you just send in. Okay, here's the light itself. It is a very compact light, but with high lumens. In fact, it's a 123 lithium battery is what it uses, and that'll last on high at 260 lumens for about an hour. But it's 4 inches in length. It's about an inch wide, so it's very compact. Has a nice clip if you're going to put it in your pocket, or even on clipping it to something to be able to see. This light itself has a lot of great features, and we're going to look at it. I'm kind of funny about using 123, being dependent on it because of the price of the batteries. But one of the good things about those is it puts out a higher lumen output with LED, and secondly, the shelf life on a CR123 battery is 10 years typically, so it's a great battery to store. Now, because of the price of the 123s, and because usually on high it'll only last for about an hour, what I really love about this flashlight is this optional accessory that goes with it. And I'm going to show you something here that really, in fact, this is the whole purpose from the reason I love this light itself. This is an extension tube, and of course you just can screw it right in. Take out your 123, bring in the old AA, and voila. I'm going to tell you, that makes this flashlight to me so attractive. I love to have the different versatility of having the AA's, which are so easy to find and so inexpensive comparatively to the CR123s. It gives you the best. Of course, again, one of the things about having this, and an advantage of having this, is the high lumen output, but also the 10-year shelf life. You can't, I mean, having that option is just excellent in itself. The accessory itself, I believe it's like $12 extra for it, but to me, it's super well worth it. Of course, this adds a little bit to the flashlight overall. Right here with the extension, it's 4.5 inches. Without the extension, it's a little under 4 inches, and just about 1 inch diameter here. So it's a very small, compact light that I think you'll find very useful and easy to carry. The body is an aircraft grade aluminum, anodized. The ring itself is a stainless steel, and also the bezel, and that protects it around the bezel especially, which needs, to be, that's where your light source is, so it needs to be protected. And then of course this is just a steel clip. Very strong retention is on this clip as well. Okay, first off, you can of course push it, lock it in, or you can do a momentary light just by pressing it. One of the things we're going to put it on, and then I'm going to show you this dial, how you can, this rotary dial. You start to roll down, it decreases the lumen output, decreases it, and then what will happen is finally it'll just go down. And you can't really, the camera's picking up, of course, because of the lighting and etc., but it really gets it low. And then of course we go over one more and we have strobe. At this level, the 3 lumens, it actually will go for 80 hours. It's according to how long you want your battery life to last, so you can increase. Of course, each time you increase it, your battery life will shorten up to the full increase of 260 lumens, which decreases it down to 1 hour. And then when you put it on a certain setting, you turn your light off. When you depress it again, it'll come to that exact setting. Now the reflector itself is a dual curved reflector, and it's made specifically for this type LED light, which is an XPG. It's a very high-tech LED light, and very shock resistant, impact resistant. In fact, this falls under military specs for impact resistance. So you're finding a really high quality light. It is also rated waterproof because of the seals that are in this to screw it on. this is considered to be waterproof. The weight on the light is 86 grams, which is just about 2.5 ounces. So it's a very lightweight, compact light, and I believe that is without the extension. I like in the owner's manual that it does have an output and runtime chart here. Now this is for the R2 model, which of course I've said is just, this is the S2 is an upgrade, and here it quotes that it's 255 lumens with the 123. This goes up to 260, and it will last for 1 hour. It shows you that 3 lumens goes up to 80 hours. Then of course with your AA battery, it's down to 180 lumens, still 1 hour, and then with your 3 lumens it's 50 hours. It's not as efficient as the 123 in extended hours, but you can carry extra batteries very cheaply, so that's not as much of a concern. I'm going to show you the difference with the light itself. We're going to use the adjustment ring. It comes down very low level. Bright, bright, super bright. Now my camera is adjusting for the increase in brightness. It really gives you a bright light. Now I'm going to compare that to something here just to give you an idea. Here's your basic mag light. AA mag light, a little small one, not LED, just regular. As you can see, it has the light here. Just incredible difference. This is your basic AA mag light, and not really high on the lumens. This, of course, is the Jetbeam. And of course this is the 260 lumens. I think this is like 14 lumens or something like that, but a vast difference. A really bright white light. Of course, one of the things too is with the Rotary Dial, we're going to turn it down. This will go down to 3 lumens, and you may say, what in the world is 3 lumens? This is 3 lumens right here. And at night you can read a map, you can see, and this will extend your battery life greatly. Here we jump up to the strobe itself, and that is at the 260 lumens. That tree is about 25 yards, but it'll get out there to about, and you can see some of those trees right there, that's at about 75 yards. But it actually says that it'll go out to 220 meters. Of course, this camera is not really made for night, picking up night illumination. Raptor with the AA battery Duracell, and it has 180 lumens. Of course, the same thing, the Rotary Dial, it just brings it way down. Now there are some accessories that come with the light, and of course it does have some backup features. It has an extra pad, push pad, and then it does have 2 of the O-rings. But here we have a small lanyard, which I really like this lanyard. Have a nice paracord lanyard, fits on nicely. It doesn't detract from it being able to stand even on this padded surface, and it stands very well to be able to use for different things. And then you can see here, there's a little adjustment here to where you can put it around your wrist and then cinch it tight and still be able to use the light. The texturing on the light is not super aggressive here, but it does have rings to allow you to get it, especially in a wet environment where you may lose your grip. And of course, if this is waterproof, you can use this out in the elements without any concern. So it has a lot of different gripping features to it, and to allow you to hold on to the light. And of course with the lanyard, then that keeps it definitely in your hand. Jetbeam RRT-0 S2 is just a really super versatile light, and of course with the accessory extender, this light really will fit so many of your needs. It's a very professional light. It runs $102, but compared to most of your stream lights, that is a very excellent deal. So make sure you go to goinggear.com, and Marshall was so awesome to provide this light for this review. And like I say, they have 450 flashlights, and it's just an incredible selection. And also go to Going Prepared on YouTube and that is where Marshall does a lot of his testing for his lights. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. It only weighs 86 grams.
In the dead of night, love bites. This is perfect for zombie slaying.